Say we're only dreaming a whole new. The hardest part probably that I have to do, and that's the beauty that they don't have analytical facilities yet, in any shape or form, with anything that you can think of that comes up with the topic of having a child, in order to use everything as an opportunity to come more to yourself. Hey there. Welcome to day 5. If you haven't watched my previous videos yet, then you have to know I have decided that I commit myself to a 30-day challenge, which means every day I create and upload one YouTube video. And this is day 5. So welcome. For day 5, I'm actually pretty excited for the theme that came to me sometime during the day. It occurred to me that this will be the theme for this video, and this is exciting to me because it's all about a whole new world. And as I have started to walk this conscious path of awakening, I quickly realized that there will be nothing anymore where I can grasp upon. Because none of that has been created in my reality is truly in alignment with my truth, with my core frequency, which led me very quickly to that realization that I have to create it all new. I mean, you are walking the path of conscious awakening. You know what I mean. Everything that has been created doesn't fit any longer. So there is nothing that we can lean upon in a sense. Because the beauty of awakening is you create your own reality, and this includes literally every area of your life. But I'm excited about that. As much as I have a lot of respect maybe for that, because this is kind of where true responsibility comes in. You know that you truly created all by yourself, not truly on your own. You're not alone on this. But it's not like you can lean on anything, on the government, on anything outside of you. You have to take a step back, tune into yourself, and be willing and courageous enough to create it yourself. You cannot even blame the others any longer for anything, because you know how it works, right? You know how energy works, you know how you create. And I think that's such a beautiful life to be alive. That's such a beautiful lifetime, because this life we are living in, this time, it's the perfect opportunity for doing exactly that. For being able to wake up to who you truly are, and then to have the opportunity to create it all by yourself. Everything that you kind of see, you are able to create, and that brings up all the fears that you have the ability then to release, but this big opportunity to create a whole new world. And this is my greatest inspiration, so to say. What really lights me up, the thought of being actually able to do it. Because now, my whole life I was seeing all the things that are not fitting with my true core frequency. My whole life I was wondering, kind of. I think you know what I'm talking about. And ever since I stumbled upon that truth, so to say, of who I truly am, started to walk that path, and now I am on that journey of that conscious awakening. Now I know that I can change it. And now I know that I don't have to fit into anything any longer. And all those questions that I had in my mind that I could not have an answer for. So I thought I was crazy at some point. I was wondering, maybe it's me, when everybody is like that, But now it's different, because now all those visions come back, all those questions come back that I used to have, where I don't have all the answers, of course, but I now know I can create it. I can receive new information, and I can allow through me through me, I can allow this new world to occur. And so this is one of my big inspirations since I have stepped out of the old game, breaking all of the illusions, now I'm all about creating a whole new world around me. And this is something that really touches my heart, because it's not like you go out and now you know who you are and now you're changing the world. We are not changing the world we're on. We literally shift into different realities where we experience life in a different way that is more in alignment with what we want to experience. So it's not really about changing anyone, because we just created anew from the inside out. So I have realized, oh my goodness, that means I'm going to create a whole new world around me. And everything in alignment with me will naturally be drawn to me. And this is such a beautiful thing, because I see so much, so many things. I don't even know where to start now. But for example, I see a world where people are heart-centered. And what that means is not a perfect world where everybody is perfect and no one has limiting emotions anymore. Maybe we're going to have some more fun with releasing limiting emotions, right? That's okay, it's part of the journey. I don't want to make it unnecessarily a long journey of releasing emotions, and because that's a belief too, right? But we are where we are right now, and limiting emotions are occurring, and we have to kind of find a different way to handle them. Not even to handle them, but to approach that whole topic. And I don't know, it's just like I see a world where we communicate even differently. I mean, when everybody knows who they truly are, when everybody knows and understands it and applies the practices for it in their own life, there is nothing to judge anymore, right? Then something triggers you, and you make it your dominant intent to first of all, release those emotions, instead of driving yourself further into incoherence and using those things outside of you to reaffirm those emotions over and over and over again, which is only what we've done for centuries, for lifetimes. And this is only which on a larger scale causes then in the end war, right? It's the own inability to release those emotions and kind of projecting it onto everybody and everything else. And this doesn't mean that everything and everybody else is right and you are not when you have an emotion. But when we understand how it truly works, and when we understand when we get triggered and something really intense happens within us, we need to release that emotion first in order to take any step in any direction and to have any change. Anyways. And even in your closest cycle, so to say, the people around you, when we understand that and when we communicate like that, we stop kind of stuffing stuff down, you know what I mean, and push it away so that we don't have to see it, and kind of literally make it grow unconsciously until the bomb drops, and everybody is kind of mad at each other. Or it just, the bomb drops. You know what I mean? But when we just can stop, when an emotion comes up, when we just only stop to pointing fingers right away and just know, without even saying this person is right or I am right, because it's not about being right. It's about understanding how the body works. It's about understanding how this mechanism works. It's about understanding how this thing we call law of attraction works. It's about understanding that we have to, in order for anything to change, we have to understand that we have to release the emotion first. And when we are in a state of incoherence, we have to create coherence before we can have a broader perspective onto anything, because unless we haven't done that, we're only projecting opinions that are coming from a certain type of frequency onto the world, and we keep ourselves trapped in the same old cycle over and over again, saying, okay, see, that's happening again. Yes, because you still haven't released that, so you keep your cycle alive all by yourself, creating your own reality, right? And imagine a world where everybody knows that, where everybody understands it, where not everybody is perfect. I'm not talking about perfection, but understands that and makes them their dominant intent to react no longer for so long and start to release, take responsibility for that own emotional state in order to use everything as an opportunity to come more to yourself. And this is, for example, something that I see, a world where people know who they are and where they know where emotions come from, where they know how energy works, where they understand how it is that they attract things into their lives, and how to make changes, how to take true responsibility and make changes, and stop using people, circumstances, and the past as an excuse for staying stuck, for not having to face their own fears, their own discomfort, their own guilt and shame and whatever emotion there could be. And I see a world where children, for example, when I look around into the world, how people raise children, I have so many questions. I have so much on my heart where I think, where I just feel and sense there is a different way to approach this. Because now that I'm on this path of conscious awakening, I start to think in a whole different way. And with all the things that I know, watching the way we raise children today, it makes me wonder a lot, And I believe when we truly know who we are, and we truly live that, and we live that way and apply it in our lives, then I believe that we start treating children in a whole different way. Because children are not children. Children are powerful creators as well, in a body that has to grow. But children are not powerless. Children are not stupid, but they are powerful. They are wise. And when we start to treat ourselves as we who truly are, then I believe we will have a whole different way to raise our children, to communicate to them. Because right now we treat them as they were little children that do know nothing, that have to learn everything, and we have to teach them it all. And I don't believe at all in that, actually. Because even little newborn babies, their frequency, they have a powerful frequency and they attract anything they need into their life just like you do. They might not have the mental facilities yet and the analytical facilities and they have to learn how to coordinate this body, but they are fully there. They are fully there and aware. And that's the beauty, that they don't have analytical facilities yet. And we treat them as if they were not there, as if they were unconscious, as if they were just tiny little humans, and we have to teach them everything. We know it all, and they do not know nothing, and they do not know anything. And this, I believe, is one of the biggest lies, because children are powerful creators. And when we do not raise them into children, they will behave differently. That's what I believe. Imagine a world where a child is born and the parents are awake, not perfect, awake, knowing who they are, and they teach their child exactly that. They teach them what emotions are. I mean, they don't even have to teach them intellectually. They are just the example of truth. They are just living it, and the children will observe it. And they will do it so effortlessly. That's what I believe. I believe in a future, in a world where children are raised knowing who they are, that they're powerful creators, that they're worthy right from the start, that they know how to create reality on themselves, by themselves, so to say, and that and I think that the role of parents will change, because now it's like people think that they have to do it all for them, and if they are not in a position where they can provide it all and do it all and know it all, then then it's kind of like we think that the child has those limiting opportunities, when in fact the child has his own frequency and his own is his or her own creator, and we do not have to know it all. And I believe that I believe in a world where children are raised knowing who they truly are. They create a whole new kind of belief system. Maybe someday even don't need any belief system in that sense. They just know who they are, and we allow them to enter this reality through us. And we don't have to teach them all little detail and tell them everything. We actually don't have to do that. We just provide the space, like a safe space for them to try it out on their own. And we learn from them, actually. That's what I believe, because they bring the new frequency, the higher consciousness, so to say, to bring the freshness, the newness into the reality, so we can each lift each other and grow each other and keep this evolution going and serve each other in the best way possible. And I just see this world where we know that, where we know who we are, and where we have even where limiting beliefs are no longer an issue. Because we know what they are, and even if there is a limiting belief, we know how to treat it. We know we are detached from our character so much. We live as who we truly are. And what does that mean? How would a life look like that? Well, that's the beauty, right? That's what we are going to create, what we're going to experience and explore. Because what is when you have released all the emotions, all the limiting beliefs, when this work, so to say, is done? Well, then you create, right? You allow visions to come forth, and there is nothing that can stop you. What is the limit? Well, what is the limit? You tell me, right? Our own mind is the limit. And this makes me so exciting, because that means we create everything we can imagine to create. And with all this consciousness rising, I think this is where the world is going, actually. That's what I believe. And that's why the children that come into this world have already a higher consciousness, so to say. They already have a higher consciousness. This is why there is so much resistance, because when we not go with that higher consciousness, we will create resistance, because it kind of has to be challenged. The old belief system, the old emotions, this old behavior has to be challenged by this new frequency. And if it doesn't just go with it and opens up, well, then we have what we see in the world right now. We have all this collapsing everywhere, which is in fact actually a good thing, because it means things are about to change, and things are changing. And I'm just so excited for this new world, for this knowing and this ability that we can create it all new. And I used to be so afraid, how do I want to do it with my children? Because I don't like what I see there. I don't like what I see there. I don't like that at all. And I was so afraid. And I think a lot of people feel that way when we stay at the topic with children, for example, because they might have the vision for children, but when they look out into the world and they just feel like, oh my God, how would I do it? I have no freaking clue. So they feel incapable of doing it. that when we truly tap into when we truly tap into who we truly are, then we know that we do not have to be afraid, because we didn't came unprepared into this world. We knew we're going to make a change, right? We're change makers. So whatever it is that might fears me around that theme, for example, whatever it is, I know the answer is there. And I know I'm not here to make it all up in my mind with what has been created. No. I am here to allow the space for the new to occur, to open up. And the hardest part probably that I have to do is to release those limiting beliefs that tell me to be fearful in the first place, that I might not know how. But we do not have to be afraid of that change, and that's what I have learned. And yes, I'm still releasing fears around that, but I'm so sure about that I'm not afraid any longer to have children of my own, for example, and to not follow that old system in any shape or form with anything that you can think of that comes up with the topic of having a child, because I know now that I can create it all myself. And I feel like even that I know how, even though I don't know how yet. But I know that I will know, because I know that I know everything I need to know when I need to know it. And as long as I'm staying in that state of mind, in that state of being, I'm only going to grow, and I'm only going to expand, and I'm only going to receive more and more information and inspirations on what to do next, and what to do next, and what to do next, and what to do next. And this is so exciting to me. This is so exciting to me. I mean, I could go on and on forever and forever. Feel free to share some of your thoughts in the comments, because I'm even considering creating a podcast with the name A Whole New World, because I think what the world may needs right now is not to be fixed. It's not to be changed. I think what the world might need is more spaces for people like you and me having all those visions, and might need some space to explore that. Because what does it mean to create a whole new world? Well, let's find out, right? Let's create it together, right? Let's leave all the fears behind, all the old belief systems. We do not have to follow anything that we do not feel at all, period. And when we just start to encourage each other and to support each other on that exact truth, that all we truly need is maybe some spaces where we can explore and connect and allow and surrender and be us, who we truly are. To me, that's just so beautiful. That's just so beautiful. It's funny because, as I realized earlier this day, this is day 5. And day 5, the number 5, I mean, it's the 5th center, right? It's the throat chakra, and it's the 5th energy center. And this is all about expression. And for some beautiful, not coincidence, because there are no coincidences, is day 5. The day where I get the epiphany, the realization to talk about the topic A Whole New World. And I haven't shared it on a platform like this ever before. I talk to people about it, especially in the past weeks and months, because that is what I truly believe in, that I'm creating now a whole new world around me and through me. And that's what inspires me. That's what I'm passionate about. And as I said, I could go on, but we could go on forever with this, right? But for now, I'm going to leave it. And because, I wanna use every opportunity to share my voice in a context also of singing, because I just want to do it more. I just want to share my voice more. That's why I'm singing in the end of the videos or share poems. And I want to do it right now too. And for this theme, A Whole New World, I thought, what a perfect idea to sing the song A Whole New World. Not the whole song. I don't even put music on it. I sing it a cappella. But kind of my favorite I mean, I love the song. I love the whole song. But kind of the part that I think fits most right now. That feels mostly aligned. And that's what I sing for you. With you. Right now. I just have to feel for a moment. Let's do that together. And just close your eyes for a moment. Place your attention on your heart. And let's take a few deep breaths through the heart in and out. And out. Let's do one more breath together. In. And out. You know, the funny thing is that now that I have decided that I want to sing for you, some more people are kind of gathered around me. And I feel the excitement because I just feel that I'm excited right now to do it. And insecurity wants to come up. So before I start the song, I'm really taking a moment to drop deep into my heart as best as I can, open my focus, detach from every outside circumstance, and maybe I'm going to sound for a moment. I'm just sounding to open my voice and to not fall immediately into some shape or form trying to sing the song in a certain way. So it's kind of a way to prepare myself and to allow it just to come through what wants to come through in a way that it wants to come through. Because that's the most important thing to me when it is about telling my truth, opening my voice, and especially singing. Not sing it in a certain way. Feeling deeply into my body, knowing what I want to sing, yes, but allowing the frequency to flow through me and to create a sound that way, instead of making it up with my mind, maybe taking in how other people are singing it, you know, the song is original or whatever. So I'm closing my eyes for a moment, opening up, and then I'm just starting when I feel ready. And you can just do the same. You can just close your eyes. Just open your focus into the blackness and just enjoy what comes through. A whole new world, a new fantastic point of view. No one to tell us no, or where to go, or say we're only dreaming a whole new world. That's where we'll be, a thrilling place for you and me, for you and me, a whole new world. You are so worthy. I am so worthy. I really felt that, and I felt the excitement, and I felt the insecurities, and I just opened up to all of it. Because it's not about perfection. It's allowing myself to surrender to my own sound. Because we are worth it. We are worthy of it. Gorgeous soul, thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it. I don't really hope, I mean you resonated, right? So I know you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it, and I loved every single bit of it, even when I felt a little insecure here and there. Remember, you are worthy of your own sound. You are worthy of your own voice. You are worthy of your own truth. You are worthy now. We all are. Have a beautiful time, and I see you tomorrow for day 6 of my 30-day YouTube channel. Big hug. Big hug.